My name is Dongchan Lee. I'm the creator of USR. This is a proposal to various Ministry of Education, NGOs, UNESCO, etc., especially for Latin America, with a proposal called pilot project called the MMU1. It's a little version of USR. In the modern world, we try to end the poverty and reduce the inequality, but it takes too long and inefficient. And this is an alternative proposal by empowering the mind, especially mathematics, by ending the math poverty almost. Okay, so basic proposal is 25 percentile to 75 percentile mathematics. Yellow arrow is basically what I'm getting at. You'll see what I mean soon. So the PISA 2012 math poverty is all the vertical bars are the poverty level. For instance, this is a Latin American country, 50, 60, 70, 75% is math poverty. Affluent OECD country, but much less, yeah. So this is 2015 version. If you look at it, again, the top tier Latin America, about 55% of math poverty. Affluent country is more like 20, 25, 15%. So the yellow arrow is basically this math poverty. I'm trying to reduce it, yeah. So once you're getting there, what we see is this. PISA Latin American country, the even top tier is at the bottom, near the bottom here. And the bottom is the real bottom, yes? And the English-speaking OECD country is about here. As you can see here, it's all dense. The dense means that it's over the years of past 12 years, not much math progress. It's pretty much horizontal because that's what it is. A stagnation of math, stagnation nations. So basically this error of 25 percentile to 75 percentile, which is basically equivalent to the size of the magnitude of the yellow arrows. So top tier Latin America to the top of the world, like mid-tier Latin America, like Colombia, Brazil, etc., to the above the average of OECD, more or less. So the schema will look like this. I'm proposing for the normally distribution is to end the math poverty and bring transport to math prosperity. The difference is worst half average about 25 percentile, best half average about 75 percentile. Going there is about 1.3 or 1.4 standard deviation to make it to make it clear. Normally it takes most countries 40 to 150 years to get there. But I'm going to propose to the all participating the Ministry of Education, their school districts, especially the worst one, the 1 to 2 weeks time frame. I'm just going to demonstrate this. So let's look at the first of the PISA data math of the past 15 years. And this is the background is, as you can see, pretty much horizontal. In this case, let's focus on the background of the 20 richest countries on earth. And this is English-speaking OECD countries, and the top is in Asia, and the upper echelon, Latin America, the 5 countries mid-tier like this. And the yellow arrow is basically magnitude of the size of the MMU1, as I said before. And this is assuming about 4-year time of reform. This is going to look like this. Now look at the TIMSS math, grade 4. If you look at the OECD English-speaking countries here, more or less, and the top tier of Latin America, the change is roughly going like this. From here, top tier Latin American country will reach the top of the world average, basically. And the mid-tier going to the upper part of the OECD average, developed countries. And let's look at the back at the PISA and the upper half of Latin American country, English-speaking country. The size is going to be, you can see the slope, quasi-horizontal versus quasi-vertical. Yeah, this is again assuming the 4 years of reform time frame. And even for the worst lower half of the Latin American country, get to the near the bottom of the OECD country level. Even in that case, and as I'm saying, I'm speaking faster, so please pause and rewind anytime you like. Let's look at the PISA specifically for 9 individual Latin American countries. Let's look at the Chile. After the initial first rapid boost, the average is getting horizontal, yeah, and Mexico past 6 years actually declining. And the gray area, this shade here, the band is PISA, the best math bottom of the world difference, and this yellow arrow magnitude in short time frame changing. Without this, well, you can continue this. How long is it going to take? 50 years, 100 years, 150 years? Ask yourself. Okay, now Costa Rica, declining over the past 6 years. You can see clearly. Uruguay is zigzagging, basically horizontal, but as you can see, the average part is very, very closely mimicking the lower 25 percentile. Brazil, Initially, first more than a decade, it grew very fast, and then finally declining to it's a method stagnation. It's just happening all over the world. Yeah, and the Colombia, it's a little bit growing more than the other Latin American countries, more or less, but bit by bit, very painfully slow. Argentina, well, it's a funny part is both top one is declining, the bottom is rising, the everything else plateau is stagnating. So as you can see again and again, quasi-horizontal plus minus versus radical changes if there are support for the MMU1 proposal. Dominican Republic, the past record of the Thursday of UNESCO and the PISA math of the 2015 is the bottom of the entire participant countries. So basically what's the yellow arrow is going to say. All this data of PISA is from the the trajectory of the past 15 years. And the yellow arrow is basically, again, symbolizing MMU1. And this is basically Brazil average or Colombia to the basically, well, as I said before, the OECD average or above. This is in the last case scenario. This is each country. The method bottom to method top states are usually less than this. In most cases, this is roughly about the size of the U.S. chances. U.S. is very diverse and is larger here. And even this size can end the method poverty in general. So you can contact me through here. So I hope you from here, as Einstein said, the world is dangerous not because of evil or something like that, but because of people are not taking action when it's necessary on time. So it's time to do because I basically walked you up some of you, and let's collaborate. And I hope hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye.